Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Catherine and this is my first video from a series I'm going to be bringing out that covers branding, strategy and design. About 2 months ago I completed my master's degree in advertising, branding and communication, and since then I've been wondering how I could use this new knowledge and my expertise and skill set to give back and help during this global pandemic. And so I did a lot of self-reflection and brainstorming and interviews, and it came to me, introducing Branding Basics for Beginners, a video series, as I said, where I touch on all things branding, strategy and design, where I help you brand your business within your budget and with whatever tools you have available. The fact is, many businesses have been forced to rebrand, and others can use this as an opportunity to refine or redefine their branding. It's really important to remember that your brand is so much more than just your product or service. Your brand is every touch point that your customer interacts with. Your branding should be a true representation of your values, and it's important to craft a cohesive and impactful brand strategy and identity in order to make a lasting impression and build a sense of trust with your customers. When you craft a unique and compelling brand identity, you're already telling your audience about yourself and showing them your worth. So you actually no longer need to use as many sales tactics to get new customers, because you've already communicated your value through your branding and it's resonated with your ideal customer. Okay, this video series is for you if your brand is in need of a complete rebrand, or if your brand has had to pivot to adapt and maybe you have a new offering. Maybe you have some of your branding done, but you can finally implement all of those missing puzzle pieces. And this is also for you if you have a side hustle that you've been putting off for years and finally have the time to work on it. Or if you just want maybe some inspiration to start something new. In this video series, I'll be breaking the branding process down into bite-sized pieces so it's easier for you to follow along at home with whatever resources you have available to you at the time. These videos will include content like your brand strategy, brand guidelines, brand identity, design, launching, engagement, and a lot more tips and tricks that will help you along through this process. You don't have to be an expert or have any previous branding experience to build a successful brand. I'm going to repeat that. You do not have to be an expert or have any previous branding experience to build a successful brand. If you think this may be something you'd be interested in, hit that thumbs up button so I know. It's the only way that you can communicate with me and let me know that it's worth my time creating this content. So go ahead and click that thumbs up button for me, please. Thank you. Okay, now for the action steps. We're going to be putting in the foundational work on your brand strategy. I've created a worksheet to make it easier for you to follow along, and it's linked in the description down below. So if you want to pull that up to follow along for the rest of the video. Now, as brands are constantly changing and evolving, these things will too. What you write today is not set in stone, so don't pressure yourself. These are a work in progress. You can do it all today, you can work on it section by section, it's whatever works for you. Brand strategy is usually a very deep and detailed process, so this probably won't work for a large organization, but it will act as a great foundation for any business. I've broken the worksheet up into 3 sections. You have basics, philosophy, and competition. Now, audience and identity are usually a part of strategy, but they're such comprehensive topics on their own that I've separated them into a different video. All right, step 1, the basics. These questions are pretty self-explanatory. You're going to have to write down things like your business name, what your offerings are, what's unique about you, and what your goals are. In section 2, we go into your mission and vision. Most businesses already have a mission and vision, so use this as a time to review them and maybe update anything that you need to. So for those of you who don't know, your mission is focused on what you do, how you do it, and who you serve. It's usually quite short and sweet, and it's focused in the now, whereas your vision is more aspirational, it's more lofty, and it focuses on your future hopes and dreams. So if you need to write new ones, go ahead now, or just review the ones you already have. As I said, these items are not set in stone, but it really is important to get them down on paper, so you're clear on where your company stands in the market, and to ensure all of your future decisions are in line with those beliefs. Now, your brand story. This is how you make your brand more compelling to your audience. Your brand story makes it more personal, more emotional, and therefore more memorable. Every brand does have a story. Some may be way more obvious than others, so you may have to do a bit of digging, a bit of reflection, but it's there. The reason your brand story is so important is because it shapes your entire brand in a way. It weaves its way through all the touch points of your brand, from your brand voice and how you interact with clients, to your visuals, but also to the quality of your product or service. It'll be really valuable to keep all of the questions you've already gone through in mind when crafting your brand story. And finally, section 3, we touch on your competition. This is where you make notes of all of your direct competitors and then write down what they're doing well and what they're not doing well. All right, that's it for these foundational steps. From here, we'll get clear on your target audience and we'll begin work on your identity and design to craft your visual identity. But it's really important that you don't skip this step because it really does inform all of the sections we will cover. So once you complete this worksheet, you're ready to move on to the next. I'm always consuming content on YouTube, and some of the videos I enjoy looking at are favorite videos. I learn about so many new things from those videos. So as it's my first YouTube video, I thought I will wrap it up with 3 of my own favorites. Favorite number 1 is a recipe by Earthy Andy, and it's her vegan chocolate chip cookies. I'm not vegan, so I'm not sure why I ended up making them, but they are delicious. I've made them 3 times in the last 3 weeks. Try them out. My second favorite of the week is an app. I feel like apps just simplify my life. They keep me connected and they're fun. So the app I've been enjoying recently is Words with Friends. It's so nice to just play Scrabble with friends near and far and keep those brain muscles going. And my third favorite of the week is a song, and it's called Feel the Love by Freetown Collective and DJ Private Ryan. It is such an uplifting, feel-good, happy song that I have had on repeat since it came out earlier this year. So if you've not heard of it, definitely go take a listen, and you're welcome. I've linked all of those favorites down below. As mentioned, this is new territory for me, so your feedback and advice will be greatly appreciated. If there's ever a topic you think I've missed or that you'd love for me to cover, just share it in the comments. I want to share all the lessons that I've gained and add value to you and your business. Alright, don't forget to download that PDF in the description below. In the next video, we'll be doing a deep dive into your target audience, which I think is my favorite topic to cover actually. So if you enjoyed this video, you will definitely enjoy that video. So I hope you stick around, and if you want to be notified of when my videos go live, hit subscribe and a notification bell somewhere below. And yeah, keep up to date with all of my content. Thanks for watching this video, and I will hopefully see you again in the next one. Bye! Alright, that's a wrap. Video 1. Going live on Monday, hopefully. Branding basics for beginners. Branding basics for beginners. Branding basics for beginners. Branding basics for beginners. Did I press play?